end of week, midweek, it's Thursday, whatever that is, middle of the end of the week, check in. So today I got up and was intending to leave the house again and go on a little adventure. I thought maybe I'd check a couple thrift stores, and there is a auction house, and then I thought maybe I'd also there's a garden center that I haven't checked out yet. I was going to check out those things and maybe take a little drive to like a neighboring town and see what was around, and grab some lunch or something. Well, best laid plans of mice and men, or whatever the saying is. I got my shower so that I could leave the house and be clean and be presentable to the world. And by the end of my shower, guess what was happening? Water was backing up, toilet was bubbling. It's like, all right, this has got to be dealt with. It's Thursday. I can't play. We ain't playing no more. So I called my plumber man back that was here last week, nicest man, and Mr. Ross, and right at 8 o'clock. And he answered the phone. His secretary, his office person wasn't in yet, so he's like, "Yes, ma'am, I will be over there sometime today." I thank you so much. So I got here, key snaked, got the big snake thing out, and was outside, worked on that for a while. That didn't do the trick. He put like 100 foot of snake down that line and was all the way out to the street and nothing. So then he came in, took the toilet off, snaked that line multiple times, did a bunch of things. He was here for hours and it still's not going anywhere. So he had other jobs he had to get to today because they were emergencies. And so he said he'd be back tomorrow. He's going to bring somebody. So I'll have to update you on the final thing with the plumbing situation. Hopefully it will be resolved by this time tomorrow. So while I was waiting for him to get here, I started another project. This corner of the living room parlor may look a little different now than it did 24 hours ago. Just ignore all this over here in the corner because that's all my empty boxes and packing materials. But I shouldn't have showed you the after until I showed you what I did. So I moved. That looks a little emptier too, doesn't it? So I moved this is the worst time of day to be in here really because of the light, but moved the IKEA cubes under the window. I've got to dust them out and find the baskets that go in there. Minerva has a corner spot. I moved those plants in here for the time being, and I moved my sewing machine table, and those two boxes are my embroidery unit and my sewing machine, and at some point they'll go in. So I made a start in here. I also am happy to say that the plumber man walked through here and brought his equipment in here and got water on this floor, and it didn't scratch at all. It didn't mar up at all. So now that all this stuff was out of the parlor, I have the parlor semi-empty. So I started by cleaning behind everything, and I scrubbed all of this woodwork and all the way to the corner. It seems like a very small job. You're like, "Beth, you did like 10 foot of baseboard." I'm like, no, I didn't. I also washed each slat of those two blinds by hand with my rag, got on the ladder, cleaned them all up all the way to the top, and washed the walls off. Then, and this was all while I was also plumber's assistant because he didn't have anybody working with him today. So I was running outside to check the sound, if the thing was going, and I was running all over the house, turning water on, flushing toilets, coming back, doing this, doing that, helping him out. Oh my God, is she not the cutest damn thing you've ever seen? She absolutely is. Yes, you are. So after he left, I got the Old English oil out. If I have a still shot of what that looked like before, I'll put it in right now. But I thought for sure I was going to have to do a lot of work on this woodwork, which I could, but it looks 100% better. And I oiled all the woodwork around the windows, and it just sucked it right up. Yeah, there's still work. I mean, there's a lot of work to do, but it is looking so much better. Here's still, that's all my sound healing stuff, my bowls and my drums and all that, and I've got to figure out where its permanent location is. But I can get at my fireplace now. I haven't scrubbed this side of the room yet. Well, I've only, like I said, only done the west wall. But it was a huge improvement, and it kind of took all day because I had the plumbing issue to deal with. But oh, to look at that wainscoting behind me, can we get a good shot here? That hasn't been cleaned and oiled yet. It will be. This is where I wanted this table and these two chairs and table, until I can get like a little settee or something in here. The little lamp, did I show you the lamps? Should be a separate video. That little lamp is one that I found. This one was $10. Came with the shade, which shade's seen better days, but it works. I have it plugged into a timer, so it'll come on at night and turn off. I think I have it to turn off at like 3 in the morning, but it'll be a nice little night light out here, and kind of thing. And then there's two in another video, but I have 2 more lamps that I got at the same time that coordinate with that. It's just a little painted decorative birdhouse that my daughter made at camp one year or something when she was a kid, and it was in a box with something, and I thought I would put it out on my porch or something as outdoor decoration, and it hasn't gotten any farther than that, but it doesn't really go with the Victorian decor, but it's cute as it can be. So anyhow, that's been my Thursday. I don't know my Friday's going to be waiting on plumbers. Hopefully they'll get here and get that situation taken care of once and for all. I have a feeling they're going to have to, I think he said he was going to bring somebody who could crawl into the house. And then I have a feeling they're going to end up cutting out some of that pipe to find where the clog is. And then we'll see what happens from there. You guys see this? Look at these two. Just look at those two. They have the cutest animals in the world. So I'm going to leave you. You'd think they scrubbed things all day and mopped, because I steam mopped in here and I vacuumed in here and I scrubbed in here, and they just followed me around. Oh, is there any sound outside, kitty? Aww, best friends. So that's all I got for you today. Take care. Thanks for joining me. We will talk to you another day. Bye.